Could you introduce yourself?
I am Mrs. Anita Ravi. I teach commerce, business studies in class 11 and 12.
All right. Ma'am, do you have a favorite festival?
Yes, I like Krishna Janmashtami or the birthday of Krishna.
Okay. Why is this festival significant to you?
Krishna is a very important part of our life as a Hindu, and apart from it, I like his teachings in the form of Bhagavad Gita, and I find that he is a man, rather the ideal form of him has got a lot of charisma, and his teachings are very, very significant to our day-to-day life.
So Indian culture is deeply moved, as in it plays a huge part. Krishna plays a huge part in Indian culture.
Obviously,
All right.
most it's a very important. All the places where he has grown up are pilgrimage centers for us. It could be Dwarka, it could be Brindavan, Mathura. Very important places.
All right. Okay. How do you feel about celebrations from other cultures and other religions? Do you celebrate them?
Of course, I love that fact that we get it as a holiday. But yes, I do respect all the other religious festivals, be it Eid, be it Parsi New Year or Christmas. They're events where people get together, and it does. It leads to bonhomie and people come together, and it's really good.
Yeah. Okay. What values do you think these festivals teach us?
It definitely promotes brotherhood. People do exchange gifts, they meet each other, and especially I am old school. I hate the modern Twitter and other culture. This at least brings physically people together.
All right. So it again emphasizes unity.
Yes, definitely. It gets people together, definitely.
How have festivals, at least celebrating festivals, changed since you were a kid to as they are now?
Okay, it was lot of your mom making lot of sweets, and it was a very big event when we were young. No TV, so definitely we would all be looking forward to it. We would all be geared up for that day, and wearing good clothes early in the morning, getting up early, going through all the thing, most probably visiting even temples.
Yeah.
And putting that rangoli, or you have some art in front of the house.
Yeah.
And all those things, lighting lamps and cleaning the house, all those activities definitely have gone for a toss nowadays, and we don't. There's a lot of short circuit. You order sweet meats from outside, and you literally outsourced your lighting arrangements and all that.
So it's all commercialized.
Commercialized, artificial to some extent, and it's become more like a chore, and we don't want to do it.
So we're lazy now.
Huh?
We're lazier now.
Much more easier.
Okay, ma'am, you chose which festival again?
Krishna Janmashtami.
Traditionally, how is that festival celebrated?
Okay, it is the birthday of Lord Krishna. Okay, and we regard him as a small baby who just literally toddles into your house. He walks into your house. So I am a South Indian from the south of India. So what we do is we typically draw his foot marks into the house, and from outside we
At
have
the entrance.
from the entrance he comes right up to our place where we typically have God's room, a place.
A puja place.
More like an altar.
Okay.
So he comes, we place him there, and then we place an idol of his, and the Krishna idol is placed in a cradle, and we decorate the cradle, and we make all the sweet dishes that he would love, and lot of fruits, and then we chant his 1008 names, and afterwards obviously have a great feast.
Yeah.
And share it with everyone.
Sweets, more importantly.
Very important.
All right.
Very, very important.
That's it, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, could you introduce yourself?
Good morning. My name is Andrea, and I will be speaking about some of the good festivals that we enjoy, rejoice, and celebrate in our nation and also across the globe.
Okay, ma'am, do you have a favorite festival?
Yes, I do have a favorite festival, and one of my best festival which we really celebrate and we pour our hearts out is Easter.
Alright, ma'am. Why? Why do you think this festival is significant?
This festival is significant because it's telling us about the glory of God. It is telling about how there is a new beginning, just as from an egg, just as when the egg is cracked, the chicken comes out. So it's a new beginning for everybody. We need to bury our old hatred, the malice, and the enmity that we have with one another. To bury that and just step ahead and move on in life. This is what the significance of the festival is. That is a new beginning. We need to move ahead in life and forget and bury all our enmity and malice that we have with one another.
That's quite profound. Okay, ma'am. How do you feel about celebrations from other cultures and other religions? Do you celebrate them?
Yes, I do celebrate, since we are living in a country that is a secular country, and where it's a land with different religions and with different cultures, and I do really enjoy the different authentic food and the festival, and the rejoicement and the theme that they have in every festival is really very good and nice.
Okay, ma'am. What values do festivals teach us?
Values of festival that teach us is the most important part is caring and sharing. We need to care and we need to share with one another. Especially I feel at this time of the festival, that is the prime time where you really need to pour your hearts out and give your life and give yourself to the people who are in need, especially to the people, to the downtrodden, to the aged, to the child who doesn't have a mother or a father. This is the time where we need to spend our most precious and valuable time with them.
So festivals really emphasize togetherness. Is that what
Yes,
you mean
it is the unity, and it is not only celebrating among our own family members, but pouring our hearts out and stretching your arm to the people who really deserve, that love, the affection, and the compassion that we have in us.
All right, ma'am. Traditionally, how is Easter celebrated?
Actually, it originated where it is said that it starts with the 40 days of Lent, where most of the Christians, most of them, they have a Lent period. That is a period where Jesus Christ, Lord Jesus Christ, was actually fasting. Fasting for who? Fasting for you and me. Because he knew that we were sinners, and to forgive our sins and to purify our hearts and cleanse our blood, he actually gave his valuable life on the cross of Calvary. And then after that we have the Palm Sunday. That is where Lord Jesus comes riding on the horse, and there you have abundant people, waving off the palm, the tree, the
Yes.
palm tree, and that is a glory, that's a significant, his coming again.
Okay.
That is a significant. And then we have the Good Friday. Why is it called Good Friday? They say that Lord Jesus Christ died on the day, so it should be a sad day. But no, some people are mistaken. There is a misconception in this. It is Good Friday because he died for our sins, because he knew that each one of us are sinners. So in order to, purify us and make us clean, he forgive us for all our sins. And before he died, and before, the cloth fell down, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. And then he gave up his spirit and he said, it is finished.
So again, it's sacrifice for people that need it.
Very good. And then we have the Holy Saturday. That's a Holy Saturday. Most of the time the people spend their time in the churches, thanking God and appreciating and showing his gratitude for his life, his precious life, his body and his blood that he gave for us. And then we come to Easter Sunday, which is a day of celebration and rejoicing.
So basically, the entire string of events, it goes from it does not emphasize the sadness. It looks at a positive side aspect of things.
Yes.
So it's jovial. That's the tone
Yes,
during the
absolutely.
celebration.
Jovial rejoicement. Why? Because he gave his life for us. He was so much, though we are sinners, we have committed so much of
It's
sins
such a
in the
noble
world,
deed.
but it was a real great deed, that how he gave his life, because he knew
Absolutely.
what we were. So it is a very good festival, and I really celebrate it with my family, with a lot of, rejoicement and happiness, with a get-togetherness,
All right.
and we have a wonderful time.
Thank you, ma'am. Could you state your name?
Hi, I'm Aryaman.
Okay. Ariman, do you have a favorite festival?
Yes, I have a favorite festival.
Which one is it?
It's tough because there are so many festivals in India, but my favorite would be maybe Ganesh Chaturthi.
All right. Why was that so?
Because everyone from my family gets together at my uncle's place, and we make our own Ganpati and we paint it together. We celebrate it together, basically. Everything we do together.
Sounds like fun. Okay. Why is this festival significant to you?
I've been celebrating it together with my family, so it's a great place for bonding with the family, great place for bonding with brothers and sisters.
Okay. All right. On a more serious note, how do you feel about celebrations from other cultures and other ethnic minorities? Um, what do you celebrate them with them, or how do you go around celebrating festivals from other religions?
Yeah, it's like kind of the place where I live in. So there are couple of buildings. So people from the buildings come together. We celebrate it together.
Okay, all right. So and you celebrate with them.
Yeah, I celebrate with them.
All right. What values do festivals teach us?
Unity for the first thing that teaches is unity. Maybe compassion for other festivals. Maybe brotherhood. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Okay, traditionally you chose Ganesh Chaturthi as a favorite festival. Traditionally, how is this festival celebrated?
So the festival is basically we make an idol of Ganpati, and we decorate it, we paint it, and we offer sweets and everything, and we just get together, we chant hymns related dedicated to Ganpati. Yeah, it's kind of.
All right, so basically it emphasizes on how you need to be together as a
Yeah.
family. All right, brilliant. Thank you, Ariman.
Thank you so much.
Bye. All right, could you state your name?
My name is Aditya.
All right, Aditya. Do you have a favorite festival?
I do have a favorite festival. My favorite festival is Christmas.
Why so?
Uh, Christmas is a festival where families come together and celebrate it together, and I think that's what festivals are all about.
Okay. Why is this festival significant to you?
Well, I lived in a country where Christmas was the most popular festival, so from my childhood, I always felt a natural affiliation with Christmas.
All right, fair enough. How do you feel about celebrations from other cultures and ethnic minorities? I mean, basically celebrations that do not belong to your religion.
You see, I do not celebrate festivals that only belong to my religion because I've lived in a lot of different cultures, so I'm used to celebrating different festivals, so I do indulge in other festivals.
All right, all right. What values do festivals teach us, especially the ones you celebrate?
So they teach us togetherness and basically tolerance and togetherness because you're with your family, you know spend time with your loved ones.
What about all right. Traditionally, how is Christmas celebrated? At least where you're from.
Okay, so Christmas is celebrated in a way where families come together to one spot and they usually have a feast on Christmas Eve.
All right. You previously lived in Ghana, which is a Christmas where the indigenous population is Christians. You now live in India, where the indigenous population is Hindus. What do you think? Do you think Christians are tolerated? Do you think people celebrate Christmas as well?
People celebrate Christmas in the way they don't actually celebrate it how it's supposed to be celebrated, but they celebrate it for namesake.
But people do indulge in celebrating Christmas.
To an extent, yes.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. All right, ma'am. Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Manisha Joshi here from Billabong International School, Thane.
All right. Manish, ma'am, do you have a favorite festival?
Yeah, Navratri is my favorite festival.
All right. Why is that?
I guess because it's it has a lot of significance, and also it's a festival full of colors in the sense people, especially females, they wear colorful costumes and they can play Garba.
Okay. What significance does Navratri hold personally to you?
For me,
Yes.
it's basically it's like it signifies that the 9 days. It's called it's a celebration for 9 days, and like every day has a significance of a goddess.
Okay.
But basically, overall,
So every day is devoted to one god.
one goddess.
All right. Okay. How do you feel about celebrations from other cultures? So do you participate in festivals from other religions than yours?
Yeah, we do like the New Year celebration and Christmas.
All right. So you celebrate from other
Yeah.
cultures as well. Okay. What values do festivals teach us?
It teaches us to be united and to participate in festivals with of other religion as well.
Okay. So it basically teaches you togetherness.
Togetherness.
All right. Ma'am, how has celebrating festivals changed since when you were a youth and now?
Yeah, it has changed a lot. Like when I was a kid, Navratri was a celebration with simple pandals and people moving around and playing garbas. But now it has become commercialized, and they play Western music as well, and they have done a fusion of those our Gujarati
So it's grander.
Yeah,
It's grander. Okay.
grander, and plus it's become commercialized as well.
Okay. Right. traditionally, ma'am, how is Navratri celebrated? We know now how it's celebrated now, where people dress up on with colorful dresses. But how are festivals celebrated in olden times? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, in olden times we used to get a garba, that is a pot. And every, say, Hindu family, or especially the Gujarati families, they on the first day of the Navratri, we bring a garba that is denoted as Goddess Durga, and then we light a lamp in the morning and evening, and we used to do this for 9 days. And on the day of Dashera, this garba is immersed in water. So maybe it's whether it's a lake or a river.
Dasara is a 10th day.
10th day, yeah.
Okay.
On the 10th day, this garba is immersed.
Okay.
But now, yes, it has, commercialized, and like instead of bringing those garbas, really very religious people will bring in. Otherwise, people bring big statues of Goddess Durga, and they do the immersion of that statue.
So do you feel that religions? So do you feel festivals have lost their tradition that what was there in the past?
Lost, yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. That's all.
Thank you.
All right, ma'am. Could you introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Rajashri Rane.
Okay, Rajashri ma'am teaches us chemistry. Rajashri ma'am, what's your favorite festival?
My favorite festival is Diwali.
Okay, why do you like Diwali?
It's a festival of enjoyment. Enjoyment in the sense having good food, coming together, family, friends, different families come together and enjoy the festival.
Okay, ma'am. What values does the festival teach you? Do Indian festivals specifically?
Basically, it has a great cultural value. Our culture is maintained,
Our traditions.
preserved, yes, and togetherness.
Oh yeah, unity.
Yes,
Yes,
we all come together and celebrate the festival.
correct. Ma'am, in India, what do you think is the significance of festivals? Like in the past, historically, what is the importance of festivals, especially Diwali?
Same that we come together and enjoy the festival.
That's it. Okay. Ma'am, since obviously it's a lot has changed since you were a child, and now how festivals have celebrated. So, what do you think are the changes that have happened since when you celebrated as a child Diwali and that they are now?
When I was a child, I used to enjoy bursting crackers, but I give lessons to my students not to burst crackers because it is not environment friendly. When I was small, I used to enjoy it a lot. That is, eating a lot of sweets, bursting crackers, and many ways. But now I think of helping underprivileged children. So what I think this is a major change.
Personally, that you have
Yes,
had.
personally, yes. Because that time I used to think of my own happiness,
Enjoyment.
my own enjoyment,
Yeah.
or at the most enjoyment of my family. But now my outlook has been broadened.
You think about other people who
Yes.
need more than
Yes.
they are. Okay, so that's what's changed since that's come as you changed as a person. That's your outlook has changed.
Yes,
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
All right, ma'am. Could you introduce yourself?
I am Rajini Krishnaswamy, Director Principal of Billabong Thane, and here I am. What do you want to ask?
Okay, ma'am. Do you have a favorite festival?
Favorite festival?
All right. Any reason behind that?
All festivals.
You celebrate all of them.
I celebrate life. For me, every day is a festival.
All right. Why do you think festivals are significant to Indian way of life?
I think festivals are significant not just to the Indian way of life.
To everybody, because it's an occasion when people get together and there's a lot of joy, happiness, exchanging gifts, eating good food, and generally it's an excuse to interact and socialize and meet people.
All right, ma'am. What values do you think festivals teach us?
Festivals, I believe, teach you
To remember that all religions mean the same thing. I'll give you an example for this. For example, in December, we had some Hanuman Jayanti or Datta Jayanti or something. We had Eid-e-Milad and we had Christmas, all falling
Close
very
proximity.
closely on the heels of each other.
Correct.
And I said to this I said to myself, I said, I wish the politicians would just notice this, because God tells us that all religions are one and festivals are all following one on top,
Absolutely.
the other. So that's the thing, that it teaches you that the goal is one, the roads may be different.
In fact, this year in Ganesh Chaturthi,
Exactly, it was Eid.
Yeah,
Ramzan was there.
yeah, exactly. So they, a certain group of people allowed 13,000 Muslims to pray namaz during this celebration.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that is what is so beautiful and vibrant about our Indian.
Yeah, it really
Because
qualifies
there are
it.
so many religions, and we are celebrating Parsi New Year, we are celebrating Janmashtami, we are celebrating Rakhi, and we are also celebrating other festivals, maybe Eid or something that is
Yeah,
there.
I was there.
And we are celebrating this, what is that thing?
Christmas.
No. In September we have Feast of Our Lady of the Mount, that is Banner Feast. So all religions are getting together, dressing up in grand clothes, and
Yeah,
it's
because
a beautiful moment.
they really emphasize togetherness and how
Absolutely.
and how unity matters.
Yes, I believe so.
Alright, ma'am, how have celebrating festivals changed since you were a youth, since you were a child, to now? How do you think they've changed?
Okay, there's a little bit, I don't even know whether it's a little bit, it's much more. There's more commercialization now.
Absolutely.
Number one, there's everything is in your face kind of advertising, and there's a lot of demand now for holidays. Give us a holiday. Earlier, we never had holidays for Janmashtami, we never had holidays for Raksha Bandhan. It was a very personal, internal kind of a thing. It was done at home.
Yeah.
And religion was kept on the back burner. It was more of a socialization thing.
Yeah.
Now we're having a julus for everything, whether it's Guru Nanak Jayanti, whether it's Eid-e-Milad, whether it is Janmashtami, whether it is, what is that thing? Durga Puja. When I was a child, we never had a procession for Durga
It
Puja.
was never such a big deal.
Not at all. We did it in our homes, and that was it. Ganpati, I still remember as a child taking the Ganpati that we had in our house, go to Shivaji Park, to the Shivaji Park beach and immersing it. Today I would be mad to even think of such a thing, because that place is like a madhouse. There's security, you can't go in. So yes, and I suppose one of the reasons for this is A, it's commercialization,
Yes.
B, the numbers have increased, population has increased, and politicians have gotten into it.
It's almost as if it's an excuse, right, to get a holiday.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, could you just give us an example of festival you celebrate and how do you celebrate it at home?
I celebrate all festivals. Let me give you a simple example of, let us say, Diwali,
Yes.
because that's very popular with everyone. We normally get up a little early in the morning, maybe about 5 or so. As a child, I used to get up at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, used to get up at 4 o'clock, and my parents, we would all get up and they would take us straight to, look at the God, make us sit there, because there would be all our clothes and food, all sweets that we made over the last 1 week. I still do that.
Yes.
Only thing is there's nobody, just me and my husband watching that. And we would sit down there, and my mother would put a little oil on my head, and then we would have that special sacred bath, as it were. I don't know what it's called in Marathi. Something Angul, Paili Angul or something like that, I'm not sure. Whatever, I'm not sure. But we'd go and have a bath, and then we'd come back, and then our elders, the eldest in the house, my father or my mother, and if in case I had a grandmother visiting, they would give us those clothes, we'd wear them quickly, and they would give us a certain medicine that we made specially. It was a ginger kind of a medicine specially made for Diwali. The idea was that if you ate it, it would kind of offset the negative effects of all the oily food and the sweets that we would eat. And then we would go out and burst the first cracker.
Okay. You've established that you celebrate all festivals, but ma'am, as a country, as the Indian people, how do you think that people react to other people's, other cultures' celebration? Do you think we're tolerant? Do you think?
Yes, I think we're very tolerant. I believe we're very tolerant, because if we were not tolerant, we wouldn't have all these processions and Chhat Puja and Sankranti Puja and all happening with the least amount of problems.
Yeah.
Not resistant problems. Otherwise, can you imagine if we went out? I know I've traveled all over the world, and there are procession, and in most of the countries it's a single religion country.
Absolutely.
Okay, but here we have so many things, and it's done so beautifully.
So that we incorporate that. Again, it emphasizes together.
Yes, I think India is one of the most tolerant countries I have seen and travelled in, and I'm very happy about that. And which is why I've chosen to stay in India, despite the fact that I could have gone abroad and settled anytime.
Okay.
But I've chosen to remain in India because I believe the tolerance that the Indian country and the nation and the people have is something you will never find anywhere else.
Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am.